क्रोध मत लोभ मोह वश आज सब मोहताज। योग लगा कर पाप मिटा ले स्वर्ग सजा ले तू आज। काम क्रोध सब मोहताज योग लगा कर पाप मिटा ले स्वर्ग सजा ले तू आज। योगी बनो ज्ञानी बनो योगी जीवन बिताना। अविनाशी आत्मा सुन लो मेरी आवाज। अविनाशी आत्मा सुन लो मेरी आवाज। योगी बनो ज्ञानी बनो योगी जीवन बिताना। चलना है चलना है घर वापस अब तो यही ज्ञान का सार। योगी बनो ज्ञानी बनो योगी जीवन बिताना। योगी जीवन बिताना योगी जीवन बिताना।
जो हो गया समर्पण ईश्वर की राह पर। जो हो गया समर्पण ईश्वर की राह पर। ईश्वर भी करता अर्पण सब उसकी चाह पर। सब उसकी चाह पर। जो हो गया समर्पण ईश्वर की राह पर। उसे जो सुख सभी को दे।
Om Shanti. 28th of May 2023. Avyakth Dada, Madhuban. Original date 23rd December 1994. Constantly keep your three forms in your awareness. Constantly keep your three forms in your awareness. First, a confluence-aged Brahmin. Second, a Brahmin who is to become an angel. Third, an angel who is to become a deity. Today, Bapdada is seeing the three forms of the children everywhere. The most elevated form is that of a Brahmin, then a Brahmin who is to become an angel, and then an angel who is to become a deity, the Brahmin form, the angelic form and the deity form. The speciality of the Brahmin form is being full of all powers. Because to be a Brahmin means to be conqueror of Maya. So, to become full of all powers means to become a conqueror of Maya. The first form is that of a Brahmin. Check yourself and see whether you have imbibed the conqueror of Maya. Whether you have imbibed all the powers which, as you were just told, is the speciality of the Brahmin form. Do you have all the powers, or do you only have some powers? If you are weak in even one power, or you lack one power, then instead of having the Brahmin form, you repeatedly become a warrior. That is, one who is constantly battling. The duty of a warrior is to battle, and the duty of a Brahmin is constantly and easily to be a conqueror of Maya. A Brahmin means to be victorious. Because you are constantly full of all powers, that is complete with all weapons. Whereas a warrior means one who is sometimes victorious and sometimes defeated. Because even though he receives the powers, he is not able to imbibe them. This is why he is not able to be victorious constantly according to time and the circumstances. A Brahmin form means one who constantly has a crown, a tilak, and is seated on the throne. One who has the crown of responsibility for world benefit, one who constantly and naturally has a tilak of awareness, one who is constantly seated on the Father's heart throne. Because a warrior is not constantly unshakable and immovable, he is sometimes unshakable and sometimes there is fluctuation. Sometimes he has all rights and sometimes he is a royal beggar who asks the Father for a power. A Brahmin means one who constantly lives a life of an alokik pleasure. A Brahmin is one who constantly has a spiritual face and character. A warrior means sometimes like this and sometimes like that. So ask yourself, who am I? Am I sometimes a Brahmin and sometimes a warrior? Or am I constantly full of all the specialities of Brahmin life? You have the aim of a Brahmin life, but you do not have the qualification of sometimes being a Brahmin and sometimes a warrior, do you? Are your aim and qualifications the same, or is there a difference? Are your words and deeds the same, or is there a difference? You are all called Brahmakumars and Kumaris, are you not? Or are you called warriors? You do not even like to be called the moon dynasty. If someone were to call you the moon dynasty, would you like it? You would not, would you? What about your deeds? Take a photo of yourself when you are engaged in battling. You have a keen interest in taking photos, do you not? Do you know how to take your own photo, or do you know how to take the photos of others? So take your own photo of who you are. You don't like it when someone's photo is not good, do you? Throughout the entire day, check how many times you change from a Brahmin to a warrior. Check this and then afterwards change it. You mustn't just check, but you have to check in order to change. Do all of you have the power of transformation, or do someone of you not have it? Acha. It is a matter of happiness that everyone has this power. Now, do you know how to use it at a time of need, or are you not able to use it? Use it then. This is because if you have a power, it has to be used at a time of need. When there are no enemies, then this is because if you have a power, it has to be used at a time of need. When there are no enemies, you have many good weapons, but when enemies come, your weapons are of no use. Would you call that being powerful? So do not just check whether you have the powers, but check whether you know how to use the power that you need for a particular action that is appropriate for the time. Or do you remember the power after the enemy has attacked you? So check the specialities of Brahmin life. A Brahmin will become an angel. A warrior will not become an angel. The second form is that of an angel. All of you have to become angels, do you not? Or is it difficult to become an angel? Is it easy or difficult to become an angel? Or is it sometimes difficult and sometimes easy? All of you know the specialities of the angelic form. An angel means one who is double light. So, are you double light? Or do you sometimes desire to carry a burden and so you carry it? Or is it that you do not wish to carry the burden, but Maya places a basket load on your head? Maya shows artificial and temporary power in such a way that even though you do not wish to carry a burden, you still carry it out of compulsion because you are weak. Anyone who is weak is always dependent on others. So Maya also makes you dependent. You forget that you have all rights and you become dependent instead. What is your language at that time? I did not want it to happen, but I don't know how it happened. You say, I don't know in every respect. To be one who has all rights means to be constantly free, whereas to be dependent means always to be under the influence of others. So, one who is under another influence can never have a life of a pleasure. And you were told about Brahmins, that a Brahmin means one who has a life of pleasure. If at any time, instead of experiencing pleasure, you become confused, for example, what is this? How is this? Why is this? Is this what is going to happen? That is not pleasure. It is a life of confusion. If at any time you experience a lack of pleasure, then remember the first lesson of who am I? I am not just a soul, but what type of a soul? How many replies would there be to the question? What type of soul am I? It is a long list, is it not? How long is the list of who am I? So to be an angel means to be double light. To be light means to experience lightness. Lightness doesn't just mean light when any situation arises, but you have to remain light in your nature, sanskars, relationships, and connections throughout the entire day. Generally, you may be all right, but if there isn't any lightness in your nature and sanskars, would you be called an angel? The sign of being light is that anything light is constantly loved by everyone. Would you like it if someone gave you something heavy? However, you would like it if someone gave you something light and beautiful, would you not? The sign of those who are light in everyone, those who are light in their nature, sanskars, relationship, and connections, is that they will be loving to all and detached from everyone because they have a Brahmin nature, not a different nature. A Brahmin means to have a nature, sanskars, relationships, and connections that are liked by everyone. You were also told earlier that the majority should be liked by at least 95% of everyone. The result should at least be this much. You are even now being given a margin of 5%. This will not be till the end, but you are being given this now. You have to be liked by at least 95% of everyone. That is, you have to remain light with everyone and let this lightness be experienced through your words, deeds, and attitude. Let it not be that you think, I am light, but others are not able to understand me. Generally, many of you think that others do not recognize you. If they do not recognize you, give them your recognition through your own willpower. Let your actions and your attitude transform the other person. For this transformation, you just need the power to tolerate. An angel means one who does not have any relationship with an old body or the old world. All of you remember this, do you not? You have become detached from old bodies and bodily relations and the old corporeal world, have you not? Or does this still remain? Do you still have attachment to the old bodies? Have you become light, within bracket free, from the relationships of the body or not? Your paternal uncle, your maternal uncle and aunts, have you become free from them? Or do you still have paternal uncles and maternal uncles? Are you loving and detached? You are loving, but you make the mistake of being detached. While being loving, you miss out on being as detached as you are loving. You either find it easy to be detached or you find it easy to be loving. However, it is still easy to be free from bodily relationships of maternal and paternal uncles. Is it easy or do they sometimes enter your dreams or thoughts? Do you remember your maternal or paternal uncles when any difficulties arises in the Brahmin family? Bhagavad says that at the time of such situations, many souls remember their Lokik relations much more quickly than they remember Brahmin souls. The situations make you experience things that you have left behind to be your support instead of making you step away. When you have died alive, do you still remember your relations of the previous birth, your maternal and paternal uncles, your mother and father? Do they appear in your dreams? So, when your birth changes, your relations also change. So an angel means one who doesn't have any connections with anything old, within bracket past. This is the definition you use, is it not? So where do they emerge from at such times? Do the broken relationships become forged again? Do you become alive from having died? So an angel means not to have any relationship with anything old, but everything new. Bab saw that the first step in becoming an angel is the renunciation of body consciousness, which causes obstructions. The second step, which is the most subtle, is let go of the arrogance of the body. Body consciousness and the arrogance of body. Body consciousness is something common, but the more knowledgeable and yogi you become, the more the arrogance of the body causes obstructions. The more knowledgeable and yogi you become, the more the arrogance of the body causes obstructions. There are many types of arrogance that emerge. The arrogance of your own intellect, the arrogance of your elevated sanskars, the arrogance of your good nature, the arrogance of your specialities, the arrogance of your special talent, the arrogance of success in the service you do. The subtle arrogance is even deeper than body conscious. You know when the door is to arrogance is, do you not? The consciousness of I and mine is the door to arrogance. So, an angel does not just mean to be beyond body consciousness or the attractions of bodies or to be beyond the physical relations of your body. But an angel means to be beyond and detached from the connection of the subtle arrogance of your body. The sign of those who have arrogance is that where there is arrogance, they also very quickly feel insulted. When there is arrogance, the feeling of being insulted comes very quickly. Because the door to I and mine is open, the correct form of an angel is to be beyond body consciousness and in terms of body, beyond any arrogance of body. If you have any virtue or power, why do you forget the bestower? Secondly, the easy way to become detached from this is very simple. It is just one word. This one word has so much power that body consciousness and any arrogance of your body can be finished for all time. What is this one word? Baba, who is Karan Karavanhar, is inspiring you. Do it. The word Karan Karavanhar finishes both that consciousness and arrogance. It is easy to remember one word, is it not? Okay, even if you forget all the points, in fact, you must not forget them. But if you sometimes do forget them, you can still remember just one word. Can you not? This is easy, is it not? Baba is Karan Karavanhar. So look how easily you experience the angelic life. On what basis did Father Brahma become an angel? He became powerful and an angel by constantly having the awareness of Karan Karavanhar, Baba. So you have to follow the Father, do you not? Or are you going to follow Maya? Sometimes even Maya becomes your mother and father. She gives very good sustenance and the attainment. However, all of that is deceptive attainment. First of all, there is attainment and there is deception. You do have the power to discriminate, do you not? You have to recognize whether is it Maya or the father at the right time. To discriminate after having been deceived is not an act of being sensible. Everyone can understand after being deceived, but knowledgeable souls are able to discriminate before that and save themselves. So, do you understand who is called an angel? The third is an angel who is to become a deity. Are you going to become a deity now or in the future? A deity means one who is adorned with all virtues. These divine virtues are the adornments of the divine life of the confluence age. Only when you are adorned with the divine virtues at this time will you then be adorned with the physical adornments in the future. To be a deity means to be adorned with divine virtues, and secondly, a deity means one who gives, not one who takes, but one who gives. So, are you master of bestowers? Or are you sometimes those who take and sometimes those who give? Therefore, check whether you constantly have the adornments of divine virtues or whether you sometimes forget some adornments. Do you sometimes forget some adornments? To be completely full of all virtues is a sign of the deity life. These virtues are your jewelry. So check whether you have become those who have all the powers of these virtues of the Brahmin form. So check whether you have become these who have all the powers of Brahmin form. Whether you have a double light stage of an angel, whether you have the sign of the deities, that is of a bestower, and whether you have become full of all divine virtues. Do you experience all three forms? Just as you constantly remember the three relationships of a father, the father, the teacher, and Sadguru in the same way, constantly remember these three forms of yours. Do you understand? You have to become this, do you not? Or is someone else is going to come here to become this? You have to become this, do you not? Today a Brahmin, tomorrow an angel, and then a deity. Just see your angelic form in the mirror of knowledge. Angels always fly and give messages. Whenever they portray this, they show that angels just come, give their message, and fly away. So, who are those angels? Are you those angels? Acha. Say with intoxication, we were this, we are this, and we will be this. Are you sure? This is known as having victory with an intellect that has faith. So, are you victorious or are you warriors? Some will have to become warriors, will they not? Or will others become that? You are Brahmins, never become warriors. While moving along, if you repeatedly become warriors, if you keep battling, where would the sanskars of battling take you? The Sun dynasty or the Moon dynasty? You do not like being part of the Moon dynasty, do you? Or does it not matter if you sometimes become that? So, who are all of you? Brahmins? Are you real Brahmins? Or are you a little weak? Are you Shakti strong? Are you Pandava strong? If you are strong, then Baba should constantly receive letters of good news. Maya came and this happened. What happened? How did it happen? Do not have this even in your thoughts. The father says, you mustn't even have it in your dreams. Let there be no why or what, even in your dreams. Are you strong to this extent? You Shaktis, are you even stronger? Say, if the Pandavas are strong, we are even stronger. Because the Shaktis have been made the instruments. If the instruments themselves are weak or strong, what would the condition of others be? The Pandavas and the Pandavas are the backbone. Do you like being the backbone or do you like causing opposition? It is good to be the backbone. You remain very safe, otherwise you are beaten. Acha. You have all now come to your sweet home. You had the thought, we have to go, we have to go. What is the thought of you have now? Even now, you still have to go, do you not? You are going for the sake of service, and this is why you are going in happiness. You are going to do service, are you not? Or will you go to your shop or to your home or your workplace? You are going on service. Whether it is your workplace or your home, all places are service places. There is service at every place for those who are serviceable. So you come to Madhuban, you fill your treasure store with zeal and enthusiasm, and then you go to do service. It is like this, is it not? You go in a great happiness, do you not? Or do you go out of compulsion? Service means happiness. It should not be that you feel that you have the karmic accounts or that you are going to settle some debts. You are going to fulfill your responsibilities. There are many stokes in the family. If there were no stokes, to whom would you give this knowledge? Would you make swans into swans? You have to change the stokes into swans. What will you remember? To be Brahmin, who is to become an angel who is then to become a deity. You will definitely remain this, will you not? Or will you forget one of them when you travel on the trains? Then, while going to your respective places, will only the train? It will not be like that, will it? To all the Brahmins who are to become an angels and angels who are to become deities, to the souls who are embodiments of remembrance of all three forms, to the elevated souls who make themselves double light with the awareness of the one word Karan, Haravan, Har, to those who constantly give as deities the bestowers, to the souls who are full of all treasures, to the Karma Yogi souls who put all their blessings into their practical actions. Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Blessing. May you attain divine success with a divine intellect. May you attain divine success with a divine intellect as an embodiment of success. May you attain divine success with a divine intellect as an embodiment of success. Baba explains, use your divine intellect in the right way according to the time and you will have total success on the palms of your hands. Success is not weak thing, but just the cleanliness of a divine intellect. Just as magician now show the cleanliness, within bracket, dexterity of their hands. So the cleanliness of a divine intellect bring total success on the palms of your hands. You Brahmin souls have attained total divine success, and this is why even today devotees go in front of your non-living idols to attain success. Slogan: those who have all the powers of Almighty Authority, those who have all the powers of the Almighty Authority, Father, can never be defeated. Those who have all the powers of Almighty Authority, Father, can never be defeated. Om Shanti.
शिव का ये हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश। अब वेश बदल कर प्यारे, अब वेश बदल कर प्यारे, चलना अपने देश। हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश। हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश। तारे न जाए अनमोल कहीं जीवन, तारे न जाए अनमोल कहीं जीवन। आखिर में मिले तुझको न कहीं खाली अपना दामन। वरदान अमृत पान करो, वरदान अमृत पान करो, पाना न रहे कुछ शेष। हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश। हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश। मिलने वाली इस दुनिया से है दिल लगाना क्या, मिलने वाली इस दुनिया से है दिल लगाना क्या। आँखों में बसा फिर से है जो वो स्वर्ग सुहाना था। पावन बनो योगी बनो, पावन बनो योगी बनो, मुझे मधुर संदेश। हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश। हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश। ये वेश बदल परिवेश बदल, ये वेश बदल परिवेश बदल, चलना अपने देश। हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश। हे आत्मा सुन लो, शिव का ये शुभ संदेश।